in fat-free fluid milk. It really expands the opportunities and products available to children as they consider having dairy on their lunch plate.
It's been proven that whole milk choices are healthy for students.
They contribute to healthy children, healthy outcomes. American Farm Bureau dairy farmer members have been pushing for this for a very, very, very long time. And I think seeing the Senate passage of the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act is going to be welcome news in the dairy world and really across the farm economy.
Newton said there were some key champions shepherding the bill through the Senate, and now it heads to the second legislative chamber.
Without those leaders in the Senate pushing this over the finish line, I don't think we'd be having this conversation today. Well, now it goes right back over to the House, and we've already seen Chairman Thompson pledge to get this over the finish line in the House so we can go to the president's desk. We all know how important whole milk back in schools is going to be.
You can learn more at fb.org. Chad Smith, Washington.
The equine industry is on high alert due to the EHV1 outbreak. More when Farm Weekend returns.
The farmers and ranchers of Kansas Farm Bureau work daily to ensure they are raising the healthiest crops and animals with care to provide a safe and nutritious meal from their family to you and your family. Learn more about these Kansas farmers and ranchers and get great recipes featuring the products they raise by visiting our website, www.kansaslivingmagazine.com.
The equine industry is on edge as equine herpes virus 1, also known as EHV1, has spread across multiple states. EHV1 can cause a wide range of symptoms from mild to life-threatening, including respiratory distress, neurological distress, and reproductive complications. Because symptoms vary greatly among the infected equine, closely monitoring is essential, and any concerns should be directed to a veterinarian. Cases have been identified in Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas. In response, several states are restricting equine entry without veterinarian approval and confirmed quarantine measures before travel. Veterinarians and industry professionals strongly recommend limiting travel and staying home to help contain the virus and reduce further spread. EHV1 is highly contagious, and there is currently no cure for eliminating the virus from the affected animal. There is only supportive care to alleviate the symptoms and to assist in the recovery process. Next, Insight with Greg Deering.
Hey farmers and ranchers, in the hustle of the day, don't forget to tend to your own well-being. Just like you check on your cattle and crops, take a moment to check in with yourself and your neighbors. Mental health is just as crucial as the health of your farm. So let's look out for each other. Reach out, lend an ear, and remember, it's okay to ask for help. This message brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau and Kansas Farmers Union.
Now, Insight with Greg Deering.
As far as holidays go, Thanksgiving is near the top. It's not quite Christmas, but a day centered on gratitude is a good reminder of how we should approach every day. I'm fortunate to have the usual appreciations, family, friends, good health, and the complaints I do have are minor compared to the circumstances around the first Thanksgiving. The Pilgrim's Harvest Feast in 1621 is often called the first Thanksgiving. There might have been turkey, but many staples on tables today didn't exist. There were no potatoes to mash, no flour, sugar, or butter for pies. The Pilgrims were celebrating a good harvest after a brutal first year. By contrast, our access to food is more about allocation than existence, and the world has changed in dramatic, mostly better ways. We flipped a switch for light, turned dial to change the climate, left a lever for hot water, yet we still find plenty to complain about. It's worth thinking about that contrast when we sit down with family and friends. I'm grateful for the quality of life we enjoy today, and I hope our descendants one day look back on our era with the same vexation and pity, because like mashed potatoes and pies, tomorrow's necessities always start as today's luxuries.
Join us next week for another edition of Farm Weekend from Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hi, Nathan Steveley, Farm Director here at KFEQ. Let us help you stay ahead of the curve with our comprehensive coverage of the markets and ag news that affects you most. Stay informed on KFEQ and online at 680KFEQ.com.
680 KFEQ St. Joseph on 95.3 K237HF St. Joseph in the Reed Automotive Group studio. The most up-to-date weather, news, sports, and ag.
Digging into the suspect's background, I'm Carmen Robbins, Fox News. Multiple agencies are investigating the shooting of 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C. One soldier died yesterday, while the other remains in critical condition. The suspect, an Afghan national who lived in Washington State, is also hospitalized and now faces upgraded charges, including first-degree murder.
Prosecutors, though, are remaining tight-lipped about what may have motivated this man to allegedly drive across country and carry out what's now a deadly ambush. The suspect previously worked with the CIA while he lived in Afghanistan. President Trump suggested last night the suspect had mental health issues. The New York Times says it spoke with a friend of the suspect who also lives overseas, and he too believes his friend had a mental health problem. Tributes continue to pour in for the 2 victims of the attack. 24-year-old Andrew Wolf remains in critical condition. 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom, of course, passed away on Thursday.
Fox's Mark Meredith reporting from D.C. In West Virginia, where the Guard members were from, the governor ordered flags to have staff in a moment of silence. That was held at 2:15 this afternoon. Forget online shopping. People still brave the chaos of Black Friday in person because apparently Wi-Fi cannot compete with those doorbuster deals.
Some shoppers started camping out in front of Bass Pro Shops at 8:30 last night. Mind you, it was 30 degrees overnight.
Fox's Caroline Elliott in chilly Atlanta.
Thanksgiving weekend is expected to break shopping records this year, starting off with Black Friday. The National Retail Federation says nearly 187 million people plan to shop between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday, which is up about 3 million from last year. And even though most shopping is done online these days, we're told this weekend is the one exception.
And travelers face snow, rain, and cold across much of the U.S. for the rest of the Thanksgiving weekend. America's listening to Fox News.
Hi, Ed, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why the big wireless companies want you on an unlimited plan? It's because they need you to help cover the cost of the 20-somethings who are using a lot of data every month. Fact is, according to the latest research studies, most people 50 and up, like me, only use 12 gigs or less each month. Don't get bamboozled by big wireless. At Consumer Cellular, take what suits your needs. Whether it's 1 gig, 5, 10, or unlimited, the point is, pay for exactly what you need and nothing more. We use the same towers as the big guys, but since we don't own and maintain them, we can pass the savings on to you. Our plan started just $20 a month, and you'll get the best customer service in the business. I will invite you to join the millions of people who choose something better than big wireless. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for automated e-billing. See site for additional facts. At least 11 people in Hong Kong now face charges in connection with that inferno that tore through a high-rise apartment complex this week, killing at least 120 people. Some of those arrested are linked to a construction project at the site and are suspected of negligence.
During the renovation, the buildings had foam panels and bamboo scaffolding covered in netting, and all of that caught fire rapidly, jumping from building to building, shattering glass and allowing the flames to below. First responders also found some fire retardant.
Fox's Dave Anthony, an unknown number of people remain unaccounted for. Police in St. Martin say they made contact with an American woman who was reported missing during a cruise last week. 55-year-old Ann Evans has been located. That's the word from St. Martin police. Evans hasn't been seen since November 20th when she did not return to the Palm cruise line. Earlier information released police said the woman Meg's description had checked into a hotel on the foot of the island passport. Only now, due to property laws, they will not release any more information about Evans or their circumstances. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Yes.
Dolly Parton shares a Thanksgiving message on Instagram to reassure her fans.
The 79-year-old country legend appeared in good spirits in the video, in which she speaks directly to the camera.
Well, hey, it's Dolly here, and I want to wish all of you and your family blessings this Thanksgiving.
She goes on to say that she is thankful for all her fans and the memories they shared through the years. The message comes after a wave of health concerns this fall. Parton canceled her Las Vegas residency and skipped the Academy's Governor Awards, where she was set to receive the Jean Herschel Humanitarian Award. She ended the video quoting one of her iconic songs, saying, "I will always love you." Michelle Polito, Fox News.
And I'm Carmen Roberts, and this is Fox News.
Today, 1 in 5 working-age Americans has a mental health condition.
People in all types of jobs and at all levels.
And the key to helping us succeed is a supportive and inclusive workplace. All of us have a role to play in making that happen. So what can I do to help?
As a CEO, I can set the tone for supportive culture.
As a manager, I can offer assistance and accommodation.
As a coworker, I can listen and be a source of support to my colleagues. As someone with a mental health condition, I can ask for what I need to perform my best.
I can offer all employees the supports they need to deliver on the job. For the team,
And for the business.
What can I do? What can I do?
What can I do?
I can remind others
That we all benefit from workplaces that promote good mental health.
mental health-friendly workplaces are more important than ever.
And all of us have a role to play in promoting them.
Learn more at whatcanyoudocampaign.org. Normal is broke and common sense is weird. So we're here to help you transform your life. From the Ramsey Network in the Fairwinds Credit Union studio, this is The Ramsey Show. I'm Ramsey personality George Campbell, joined by best-selling author Jade Warshaw. We're taking your calls at 888-825-5225. Peter is in Philadelphia to kick us off. What's going on, Peter?
Hi, how are you? Just stressed about bills and thinking about bankruptcy.
Oh, man. How much debt do you have?
A little over $25,000.
What kind of debt is that?
For the 30. Car, personal loan, hospital bills, gas bill.
And what's left on the car?
The car's 10, the personal loan is 11. And that's just, like personal loan, just because I'm trying to get myself out of a jam so I go back into it.
Mm-hmm. You're in a cycle. What do you make?
But 126 base salary.
Dude.
I think last year I put in about 180 for overtime.
America just lost all empathy here. You make $130,000
Yeah.
and you're calling
What?
it file bankruptcy over 20?
Yeah, what else is going on?
What?
What else is he eating your lunch?
He makes $130,000 a year, and he's going to try to claim bankruptcy because he owes $25,000 in
I do
dollars.
have other things. I mean, I take care of my kids.
Okay, tell us about that, because right now we're trying to understand where is the problem.
Yeah, well, so I don't have a court order on the kids. I just, whatever they need and whatever their mom needs, I just take care of.
That's true, but again, if you were
misspending.
okay, that's what it is. Because even if you were married with the kids in the house, taking care of them, $125,000 income would still be a great income. So it's not the kids. It sounds like you're overspending in other areas. Do you have any kind of budget, Ron?
No, not really.
Okay, there's the problem. So I guarantee you today, if you were to just do an old school budget on a piece of paper, if you just said, all right, here's the money I take home, my net amount when I take home my check, and now I write down what I'm spending money on, and I'm just going to go back through my bank statement, I think you would see the problem. Are you dating anybody?
No.
Okay, so then you're just spending money on yourself. Is it food? Are you doing a lot of
If I
DoorDash?
looked at your bank statement, what would I see as the number one thing that you're overspending on?
I don't know. Maybe fast food.
Mm-hmm.
I guess going out fast food.
You go out with your buddies, you guys go have some drinks, anything like that?
I work in the church.
Okay, so here's what George and I are saying. If you make 100, and I mean, we can talk about taxes and nickel and diamond, but essentially, if you made $100,000 a year, 126, you could live on 100 and pay this debt off, right? At the basic level, in less than a year. Can you live on $100,000 a year?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. You're a single guy. I mean, yes, you've got your kids to take care of. How many? 2? Okay. How old are they?
16, 20, and 9.
Okay. And the 20-year-old, is she in college? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you put towards that every month?
About 600.
And what are you taking home? What ends up in your paycheck? Is it like $8,000?
Oh, that's right. I have also a pension loan.
Pension loan?
Tell us about that.
Yes. That I totally forgot about that because that comes out of my check automatically. So that I think I have probably about 24,000 left to pay on that.
Okay, how much comes out of your check?
Is $463 a month, every 2 weeks.
What caused you to take that pension loan?
Oh, that's a long story.
Okay. What about credit cards? Are you using those?
No. Oh, glad you said that. So I got about 6,000 on Capital One.
Okay, now it's starting to come to view.
We got from 25 up to 50, now we're 56. Anything else you want to tell us about? Like hand on five, what else do you have going on?
Student loans?
I forgot about the Capital One card.
Did you forget about student loans?
A year ago.
This is a bowl.
Okay, good.
It's a bowl.
This in collections?
The Capital One card.
Okay.
And the gas bill.
All right. Are you ready to just like take control of this as a grown man? 3 about grown kids, and you're like, dude, I'm ready to clean up my life. Because if you're ready, we can help you. If not, call us back when you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting tonight, you're going to make this budget, and it's going to give you so much peace just to have the numbers laid out in front of you. Even if it's scary, even if you go, oof, I don't like what I see. And at least it's not the boogeyman and all the unknowns. I'd rather you be scared of the facts than the unknowns. So we're going to gift you every dollar. After you make the budget, the digital app you can download, and you're going to list out your income for the month. And if that's $7,500, you list that in the income section. Below that, you're going to list every expense you can think of, including your minimum debt payments. But what you're going to see very quickly is if you're going over budget every month or under budget, and you should have wiggle room to use that money to throw at the debt.
And I want you to use your bank statement as a guide when you do this, because I kind of feel like you have something that's living in your head of what you spend versus what's actual reality. So if you don't use that bank statement, you're going to say that you spend $400 on food, right? When the reality is you might spend like $1,100 on food, right? So go back, get the bank statement for September, and use that as a guide when you make this budget going into November, okay? That's going to let you see, okay, now you're going to see, oh yeah, this pension thing came out. Now you're going to see, oh yeah, this is what I spend on gas. And it's going to give you, you could do it. If I felt like you had an accurate picture, you could probably do it in 30 minutes. But I really think you need to look at these numbers. It's going to take you an hour or so to get this done. But it's going to give you, like George said, so much peace. And the other question is, are you investing at all?
No, nothing serious. Just pennies on Robinhood.
No.
Okay.
Let's delete Robinhood for now. Can you promise me that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not really building any wealth. We're just wasting time.
And what do you get every year when you do your taxes? What kind of refunds do you get?
I don't. Last year was the first time I owed.
Okay, good. Yeah, the budget, I mean, it's the blood work. It tells all. It tells everything that's wrong with you.
Okay.
So once you do this budget, you're going to figure out your main expenses. Here's like food, utilities, housing, transportation, insurance, minimum debt payments. Anything beyond that, you're going to get real judicious and cut out. And that means eating out, that's got to go. Because we got to clean this mess up. We don't want it to take 10 years. Let's do this in 18 months. Does that sound better?
Yeah.
Well, think about this. You have 50,000 in debt, let's say, I'm just using ballpark numbers, and you throw $2,500 a month at this. You're done in 22 months, less than 2 years. That sounds great, right?
Yeah.
And we avoid bankruptcy, which is going to implode our life for the next 7 years and hurt your ability to get jobs, to rent apartments. It's going to hurt you in a huge way to file bankruptcy, especially over debts these small. And so I don't think bankruptcy is your answer. I think you are the answer, Peter. So hang on the line. We're going to gift you every dollar. Make that budget tonight. It's going to give you a whole lot of clarity. And the new every dollar, in that onboarding, that first 15 minutes, it's going to show you how much margin you will create if you decide to commit. And so it's like we're going to be in your pocket, guiding you along the way on this journey, and we are rooting for you, man. We think you're worth it. We think those kids are worth it, and you're very capable. If someone's willing to pay you $130,000 a year, you are smart enough to make a budget and get out of this debt once and for all. But first, you got to stop going into it. Debt is not a shortcut. It's not the answer, man. You are.
Churchill Mortgage is hiring loan officers, and they only want people who believe in serving families the right way. I've been recommending Churchill for over 30 years because when you work at Churchill, you don't have to check your values at the door. You'll get support and real opportunities to grow your career without compromising what matters most. So if you're looking to help families win, go to ChurchillMortgage.com and click the Join the Team button.
This is a paid advertisement. NMLS ID 1591 and NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
You know, the first time I became a dad, something flipped. Suddenly, it wasn't just about me and my wife anymore. It became, what happens to my family if I'm not here tomorrow? And it's not a fun thought, and I'll be honest, making a will feels heavy and complicated, and it's not exactly what I want to be doing with my time off. But here's the deal. Being a parent means doing the hard stuff, especially stuff that protects your family. And that's why I trust and use Mama Bear Legal Forms. No hassle, no lawyers, just a simple online tool that helped me create a legit will in about 20 minutes. So it was painless. Plus, I like to think it added a notch to my dad belt, right there between installing car seats and bedtime stories. So listen, being a dad, being a mom, it never stops. And making a will is how you make sure your family is covered, even when you're not there. So get your will done today at MamaBearLegalForms.com and use promo code Ramsey to save 20% when you check out. Again, that's MamaBearLegalForms.com, promo code Ramsey.
Our Black Friday one-day sale is here. Today, only stock up and big on books and gifts that change family trees. Best-selling hardcovers like the Total Money Makeover are just $11. Plus, today, all of our kids' products are on sale for up to 50% off, including Financial Peace Kids and Rachel Cruz's kids' books. Don't wait. These deals end at midnight tonight. Go to RamseySolutions.com/store today.
Now, the most up-to-date forecast here on KFEQ.
How about the temperatures for the early morning? They will be hovering near the freezing mark. So a light mixture of wind, snow, and even freezing rain and forecast, but eventually we'll switch over to all rain. The temperatures getting just above freezing. Then with falling temperatures late day Saturday, we could switch back over to more of a rain-snow mix. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
History shows that every currency today, the dollar is shrinking. Trillions at record high markets in higher revenue. Stocks can't go up forever. Meanwhile, groceries, housing, and transportation costs are rising, and your dollar, it buys less every day. So when the crash hits, your stocks won't save you. Dollars won't either. But